de poesías, tus cuentos, mi amor, yeah. El amor es tan corto, olvidarte.
What up, guys? Welcome back to another week in my life in Florida. My name's Renee. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is so exciting. I just had a doctor's appointment via the phone. I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment, but then the doctor had like an emergency. I waited over a month for this. People travel for this specific doctor, and I was like, how am I gonna get my results today? I've been waiting for so long, and they finally called me, and all good news I'll explain in a second. But it's currently around 4:20. It's actually 4:20. Happy 4:20. It's actually 4:19, so it doesn't count. It'll be 4:20 in any minute now. Oh, well, it's 4:20 on there, but 4:19, but oh, there we go. It's 4:20. Yeah, I have a sponsor for today. So exciting. Athletic Greens, you guys know the drill. They actually sent me a whole bunch of stuff, but I already have my goods. I got some more travel packs, vitamin D3, and then another container, which is great because I'm using mine all the time, that it's always dirty and I have to keep cleaning it. So having two is great because I don't have to clean the first one so fast. But we'll just use the first one because it's clean already. So I'm sure if you guys haven't heard of Athletic Greens before, if you ask any of your friends, one of them will at least know what Athletic Greens is. I've heard literally everyone talking about this since probably Vlogmas. Like, everyone just uses it. It's so cool. Like, it just is so convenient. Athletic Greens has this product called AG1, and it's all of your greens and everything, vitamins, minerals, all in one, and it's just one scoop. It makes your health needs so easy. It's basically a dietary supplement, and it just really simplifies your health routine. So, you guys know I've been taking my health very seriously this past few years because I've been seeing some stuff that is just like not making sense. Oh yeah, I also put it in my fridge now. Right here. So all you need is 1 scoop of Athletic Greens and 8 ounces of water. You just get all the goodness in one, which is so awesome because I've been learning so much about vitamins and minerals and a whole bunch of whack of stuff since researching health and stuff. And you don't realize how much diet plays a role in our aging process and how we feel and like our legit health. Like I said, this is the easiest way to get everything in. If you're not the kind of person to do research and you're just like, it's too much for me. There's so much going on. I can never possibly get all of that with my diet. Just get AG1. I'll link it down below for you guys. It has over 75 ingredients, all vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens, you name it, it's in here. It aids in immunity, digestion, hormone balance, performance and recovery, healthy aging, beauty benefits, and it gives you a very nice sustainable energy. It's not like a coffee where you just like come up real quick and then crash. It's vegan, paleo, gluten-free, all the good stuff. I actually take it every single morning now because I have realized that the stuff that I put in my body and the things that I've been doing to it the past few years, like the stress that we've been under, the like lockdowns and like lack of socialization, lack of sunlight, lack of like getting out of the house, a lot of sedentary lifestyle, it's just wreaking havoc on my body and I can see it physically manifest. So drinking this is like key to keeping that very neutralized and making sure not only am I doing the physical stuff to get out of that little bad bubble, but also making sure I take care of my body from the inside out. So they're actually doing a really cool thing for you guys. You can get a free year supply of their vitamin D3 drops, which are also really cool. It's a liquid dietary supplement. You get a free year supply of that, plus 5 free travel packs, which are also really cool and super convenient if you're traveling or whatnot. With your first purchase of Athletic Greens, if you click on the link in my description box or go to athleticgreens.com/ReneeAnberg and try it out for yourself. I'm gonna chug this really quickly and I'll explain to you guys the health results. Okay, so I just got a very important phone call about my health. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I've been struggling with something for quite a minute and it's something that I'm very insecure about. And again, it's like my health kind of manifesting in a very physical way that it's very uncomfortable to even talk about. And I don't even know how much I want to even tell you about this right now. All the signs led to lupus, honestly, or some sort of other autoimmune disorder. I have done 2 years worth of research online, 2 years worth of doctor visits and all different types of doctors, dermatologists, psychiatric doctors, therapists, general doctors, allergists, like you name it, I've been to them. Holistic approach, which is what I'm doing now, but I've never actually taken like a full-on autoimmune disorder test. I've kind of just been doing trial and error, done blood work out the you know what, and I finally was just like, I'm gonna do a test where like it's just gonna pinpoint what it is. Like I just really am so sick of this, like everything's kind of just leading to autoimmune, and I really thought I had lupus. My grandmother had lupus, it runs in my family. Every single thing about lupus I pretty much have like 8 out of 10, and it is not lupus. It's also not autoimmune. But at the same time, I still don't really know what it is, but she did tell me that I have a very high inflammation in my body, which is why I was going on the paleo diet, and my vitamin D levels are extremely low. So I've done some research about the certain symptoms that I'm getting, and a lot of people are getting it now. And I had like a couple doctors in New York tell me like, we cannot figure this out. Girls your age are coming in every single day since COVID and like 2020 getting this symptom, and we don't know what it is. So if you ever figure it out, please call me and let me know. I still don't have an answer to what it is. I'm just assuming that it's inflammation in my body. And if you think about it, I started getting it in 2019, which is when my life became extremely stressful. That's when my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and I was like back and forth at the hospital with him. I was drinking so much in 2019 towards the end. I was moving. I lost my dad in 2020. COVID happened, lockdown, and being stuck inside with lack of vitamin D, lack of socialization. There's so many things that came out of this lockdown that I think are extremely harmful to our bodies. Just the lifestyles that we're all living now is very sedentary, inside, antisocial, and it's affecting our mindset and our moods in terms of fear, stress, anxiety, fear of like even from the virus and everything. We're not getting out as much, so we're lacking vitamin D. So I'm thinking, I'm like, is that why all of this is happening and why we're like manifesting these certain things? And the way that I'm eating now is a little bit better, but back when I didn't have this, I was eating extremely clean. I wasn't drinking as much, and I was in the sun. I used to tan a lot. I don't think it's that healthy to sit there and just like bask in the sun, but I was like afraid of the sun because all these dermatologists told me, and I had issues with sunspots, like wear sunscreen all the time, don't ever get in the sun and all this stuff. And I think that you're not supposed to sit there and like bask in the sun without sunscreen. But at the same time, I feel like some of it's like kind of weird because the sunscreen that you're using, most of the times, if it's not a mineral sunscreen, and I learned this a long time ago for a brand ambassador job that I had worked with, is so bad for your blood because when you put it on, it seeps into your bloodstream, and all these chemicals are going into your bloodstream. Whereas a mineral sunscreen will like lay on the top of your skin surface and like reflect the sun. So I learned about that and sunscreen itself being bad for you long time ago. But I also learned from that same guy that I worked for that the sun was so bad for you, to stay out of the sun and all this stuff. And I started realizing like these spots on my face, and I would get IPL, and I became obsessive about not being in the sun. But now my vitamin D levels are extremely low, and that could definitely correlate to inflammation in my body, the diet and the food and the stress and the fear and like the lack of being outside, and my lifestyle being like working from home, like literally just staying inside all the time, can wreak havoc on your body. Like it's actually insane how much your lifestyle impacts your physical health. It's nuts. So I think that all just kind of correlated to like why I'm getting these certain flare-ups. And I think that the inflammation in my body is not the cause of the flare-ups, but it's like a reaction to the inflammation in my body, if that makes sense. So I get certain like skin reactions in the sun, which is like really weird, and they get really bad if I'm literally just driving in my car and the sun touches me for a little bit. And like sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, which is also the very frustrating thing. I'm like, I don't get it. At first I thought it was like a histamine thing, because at first it was like with red wine. When I drank red wine, I thought I was having like an allergic reaction, but I used to drink red wine all the time. So that's another weird thing, is that I was like getting like these symptoms, but they were gradually coming along. Like if I was always allergic to red wine, I would just not even think twice about it. But then like I'm allergic to red wine all of a sudden. There's a difference between alcohol intolerance and having an actual allergic reaction to alcohol. And I think it was like an intolerance, which is built up from, I don't know, the way your body breaks down histamine or whatever. And then it started happening with other types of things like hot showers and hot baths, the sunlight, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So it's like all over the place. Like I'm like, what's going on? So then I thought it was like a food allergy. I got allergist tests done, and I'm allergic to dust, which is like not uncommon. I've always had some sort of like dermographism, which I've talked about before on my channel, and I'm allergic to like carpet and grass and all this stuff, just like anything to like imprint on my skin. But this was like a completely different thing, and it gradually got worse in 2020, and it was happening multiple times a day, which was like also the concerning thing. Like, what is going on? Like, my body's trying to tell me something. It was just a mess. So it's happening less and less, and I feel like I'm getting better control over it. I do take antihistamines, which work, like a Zyrtec every now and then, and I think I'm just learning to live with it, but I feel like it's an internal issue. It's not something that I could just like mask with like a antihistamine. I feel like it's somewhere deep down in my body is like, and I have a lack of vitamin D and inflammation in my body, so I need to like make sure that these get back on track and leveled. She had talked to me a little bit about intermittent fasting, so I think I'm gonna work on that a little bit. I wanted to do like a 2-day fast because I heard that like resets your immune system, but I'm not gonna sit there and like do something crazy. I'm already super thin as it is, so I don't want to like put my body into shock or anything. So she said to do intermittent fasting for about a month first to see how it works, and if I still want to do a fast, I can do that. My friend Chase had done like a spiritual fast a long time ago. I don't know how he did that. I eventually do want to kind of like do that for maybe spiritual reasons too, but mainly just to see what happens and do like kind of like an elimination diet and see if I start implementing certain foods into my system, like what's causing the reactions and stuff. But yeah, basically no autoimmune issues, just pretty much inflammation and stuff, which is why I'm really focusing on like minerals and stuff. She gave me a list of things that I need. She did like so many tests. We were on the phone for like an hour just going through every single thing about me, like my kidneys, like my blood stuff, my white blood cells, like all the stuff. And the things that were kind of like a little bit off balance all kind of really pointed to like inflammation. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store here in a second, and I really want to focus on eating whole foods. Back in college, when this never happened, I would sit in the sun sometimes, not over the top, and then I would also eat really whole foods, and I never really snacked, and now I'm just like a snacker. I've been like a snacker for the past few years, and I really want to get back on track on eating like whole foods, vitamins, minerals, supplements, and all that stuff. She also said something else, I don't know what it's called, it was high, and I was like, what does that mean? And she means you're basically aging slower than the average person, so enjoy that. I was like, that was like the good thing. But yeah, she's like, I'm short in amino acids. Vitamin D is like really bad, so I need to like she wants me to take like 20,000 IUs in 1 month and then go down to 10. And then vitamin B, she told me this vitamin B that has folate in it, and L-carnitine, which I've been taking, but I actually ran out and had to stop taking, so now I'm gonna keep taking that. And intermittent fasting. And that is my health results. All good news, all good news. So I'm gonna head to the grocery store here in like a sec and get some whole foods. I think the recipe I'm gonna cook this week, because I'm doing, if you guys are new here, I'm gonna cook one meal every week to get over my fear of cooking and like learn to cook. I wanna do a salmon with asparagus and sweet potato mash. Let's go to Whole Foods. This is the worst time to go to because it's like prime rush hour. It's 4:38. I'm probably gonna leave here around 5. I swear to God, I probably won't be back until like 7, but whatever. I like driving now. I've been in New York for too long. I like love driving. Any excuse to be in my car, I'm there. Give themselves a little treat for going grocery shopping, or is that just me? So this is the Milk Bar Birthday Truffle Crumb Cake. I don't know why this is calling my name. It was in the refrigerated aisle. I'm not usually a big birthday cake kind of person, but something about the way that it looks, I don't know, I'm craving like a cold cookie. Let's try it, shall we? Look at that, I'm getting crumbs everywhere. I just cleaned my car. Oh my God. This tastes so good. It's like a sugar cookie. Look at that. Oh my God. Alright guys, quick little grocery haul. All of this stuff is just for the recipe, but these are like the main other stuff that I got. I got a couple snacks that are like healthy. They're like better options, I guess. I've had this brand before. This is just like a key lime pie like cup by the brand Hail Mary. It's made with like almond flour, cashews, and coconut oil. It's paleo friendly. Just tried this. I'm pretty sure this is not paleo friendly. I don't think this is even healthy. I think it's just like a cookie. And then I really like Lily's chocolate. I haven't had the hazelnut one, so it's just stevia chocolate. And then these I've had my eyes on for a minute. They're paleo dark chocolate bites. Had these before. These are so good for breakfast. These are for my coconut bowls. I think I'm gonna have one of these actually for dinner with my granola. It actually turned out really good. I was so negative about the granola, but the granola turned out really, really good. So I'm gonna eat this with blueberries and honey. This is so not in season, but anything gingerbread I'm for. So I saw these on sale. I'm like, I'm gonna try one. Bananas for my smoothies, lemons for everything, almond milk, vitamin D for what I just explained to you guys, coconut water in a freaking plastic container. What the heck? They usually have it in boxes, which I hate because I saw like mold growing in it one time and I was drinking it before, and the fact that I can actually see what's going on in the cup is amazing. And then some Rebel. I am obsessed with this brand. I always grab this one, the mocha, maca mocha. It's like a wellness drink and they're so yummy. This one has dark cocoa, I'm not even gonna say it. You guys can just look on your own, but it's like all superfoods. I picked up this one I've never had before. This is the Mayan cocoa. And then there are the ingredients. And then this one, I'm pretty sure I've had this once or twice in New York, but this is the matcha latte. So those are the groceries. I actually have so much editing to do, so I'm gonna put these away and then literally just go edit in my bed for the rest of the night. It's around 6:30. Got home at 6:30. But yeah, just a big editing night tonight, and then I'll just catch up with you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I actually am kind of in a rush right now because I just got back from yoga and my aunt's actually on her way. We're gonna go to a Gasparilla store. If you guys are from Tampa, I'm sure you know what Gasparilla is. If not, basically it's like the history of Tampa. It's like this huge parade. It's so much fun. It's like a Tampa tradition. I've been going since I was like 4, and it's insane. But people dress as pirates and all this stuff, so I'm actually having people over for Gasparilla, and we're all gonna go out, and my aunt's like, you have to go to this Gasparilla store. They have like all things Gasparilla and pirates and like all the accessories that you need and stuff, so I'm so excited. So, went to yoga this morning. Today's technically a rest day for me. I still wanted to like honor my body and like take care of my body. So even though I have rest days, I still want to do something that's somewhat beneficial to my body, whether that's like a walk. I did restorative yoga today. So it was just like holding poses and kind of like a meditative class, if you will. It was so nice, but I feel like I'm kind of tired now because of it. I woke up with my eyelids like really heavy, and you know, like when you just go throughout the day and they just continue to stay heavy and they're like, you feel like you still woke up. Like my mind is up, but I feel like my eyes are not up yet because I took that class, but it was so nice. It was all about like releasing tension and like tuning into like your mindset and like zoning in on the present and your breath, and how the breath is like super important in terms of like how your body responds to certain stuff. He just kept saying like, release your shoulders and release your jaw. Release your shoulders and release your jaw. And I'm like, oh my God, every time he says that, I realize I'm like tensed up, and I'm thinking like throughout the day, I'm probably always tensed up. And he asked a question, he's like, where can you release tension in your body right now? So asking you, find somewhere in your body where you're kind of like clenching and just kind of release that. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out, and it feels so good. So I'm gonna continue to keep that intention throughout the day. Like just release your shoulders, release your jaw. He also mentioned like to be kind to yourself. He's like, you deserve to be kind to yourself. And I was kind of like thinking about like your internal dialogue and like your inner critic, if you will. And he was talking about how you can make peace with them or whatever you want to call it. It's technically you. He did like this meditative thing where he did like, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And you're like basically speaking to your inner dialogue, and you kind of like befriend your inner dialogue, because we are so hard on ourselves, and the way that we talk to ourselves can be so bad. Like imagine the way you talk to yourself sometimes. If someone talked to a loved one like that in front of you, you'd be like, So like, why do we do it to ourselves? He's right, like we deserve to be kind to ourselves, you know? So release your tension. Where can you release tension today? And be nice to yourself. That's the moral of the story. I'm debating whether or not I want to straighten my hair. I really feel like I need to stop putting too much heat on it, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. But for all my curly hair, frizzy girl people who live in humid climates, it's actually chilly today, so there's not too much humidity, which is on my side. But once it gets like hot, I have extremely frizzy hair. I feel like I have breakage, so it's like it gets even frizzier. I use Moroccan oil, but is there any sort of like serum or something that I can use to tame my curls or like waves and make them look pretty? Because I have a nice like tone and texture to my curls, but they're just frizzy. So if there's a way to do that, let me know down below and I'll try it out. I hope you all are having a good Tuesday.
Okay, so, all right, well, he likes big beads, so.
He likes the big ones?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the big ones.
Oh,
Oh, that's a,
like
oh, yeah.
bands?
Yeah, because I thought your guy friends may want those.
Okay, wait, let me show you what I have and you tell me if this is okay or not. How do you dress up?
I like David gave me, I have these like jeweled dumb beads that he gave me since, and a ring,
That's
you know, since
cute.
he's a pirate.
But bandanas, I'm probably gonna wear one of those.
Yeah.
This is for the guys.
Right. That's what he likes it. All right, now this is a prized possession.
Okay.
He said no one would have one like this. It's an expensive bead.
Oh, it's expensive.
Yeah, these are like,
Ooh,
special
I like
beads.
this one.
and then this one's kind of fun.
That is fun.
There's some girly
Oh,
bracelets.
cute. Oh, I'm definitely gonna wear these.
And these are hearts.
I'm definitely wearing these.
Okay, and these are for the guys.
Oh, I like these too.
And then,
Okay. Oh my gosh.
but you don't have to use them all because I'll use some of them.
Well, also we're gonna collect. Oh, I like that color.
These are prized possessions. This is what they throw at the crowds.
Mm.
You know what I used to do at my house? You might remember. I'd have a bowl here, and I would have beads in it, and this just as my decoration.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Like I'll just put everything.
Like when you
out.
have your party and everyone comes over,
This
you
is
can
so
just
much fun.
put all of it in a bowl. You know.
Did they do? They didn't do it last year.
Right.
I feel like people are gonna go.
So he
crazy.
didn't do it that year. So I wanted you to see what you had before you can buy stuff today.
Okay. You guys, this granola that I made is so good. I just eat it on its own. It's so yummy. I'm editing. I've been sitting here for a while, so I think the break is gonna be to make some more granola. So this one is done. All right, I'm trying to preheat the oven. I literally pressed bake 325, nothing else, and it started making this really weird noise. And it kind of freaks me out, and right now it's still kind of making a weird noise, but I pressed cancel, so I'm gonna let it like unpreheat, and I'm just gonna mix all this stuff together still. I'm still over here mixing stuff. When I used the oven last time, it didn't make this noise. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should call maintenance. My oven's making a weird noise again. Do you hear it?
How is it?
What am I supposed to do? It was preheating, and then it started going like, and then I stopped it, and then now it's going like a motor. What if I just kick it? Okay, I'm good, never mind.
You kicked it?
It just stopped. Well, let's try this again. It could be like the door. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Convection oven? Is that what I'm doing? Okay. I was trying to do this to relax, and now maintenance is coming up, and I wanted to like jam out to my music and whatever. But we got the goods. Oh my god. It's doing it again. Okay, I'm glad that maintenance is coming over. This was supposed to be relaxing. This is my break from editing. That's like really weird. When I kick it, it stops. Maybe it's the door. I don't know. It's done. I'm gonna let it sit. This smells amazing. Yum. This is actually such good granola. Good morning. Oh my god, I just got back from my run. My shins. Are these shins? No, these are shins. Calves are on fire. I was like running this morning and I felt like I was running forever, and I don't track my run, but I have like the health app on my iPhone. So I like just looked at it to see where I was when I was turning around. And I was like, oh, if I keep going, I'll just run to a 5K and then just walk the rest of the way. And I'm like running, and it's like 2.8. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm in my head. Like, you know, when you're running and when you run, like time just goes by so slow when you're trying to like hit a threshold. I'm like running, I got to my place and it said like 2 point something. And I was like, all right, I just need like 0.3 more. So I like kept running. Finally I hit it and then it said 3.7. And I was like, okay, like it just jumped. Because I guess it uses like the navigation and I guess it just like didn't hit it or something. I got on the elevator, it said 4.5. I was like, I've been running for 4.5 miles, 4.6. I've never like, I don't know how I did that, but I did. I just thought it was gonna be 3.2. So I just ran almost 5 miles this morning and I need to roll out because like I said, my calves are on fire. I tend to get like pain like on my Achilles heel when I'm running because there's a lot of like bridges here, so like I'll run up the bridge and every time I work out I'll have like a challenge. Like if there's something in my head, I'll be like, oh, that's my challenge for the workout today. So for example, if I'm in the gym and there's like a machine I want to try and I'm like, no, I'm too scared, I'm like, there's your challenge. Last time I ran, it was the bridge. I was like so tired and I was like, my challenge is to run over the bridge and then I can stop, and then I just continue to keep going because when you hit that like challenge and you like overcome something, it like releases all these like happy chemicals, so it just makes you feel really good. And my challenge today was to not run up the bridge because my calves were on fire and I know that I like push myself sometimes too hard. So my challenge was to like walk up the bridge but then continue running. But then there was another bridge and I just ran over it, but it wasn't as like steep. Like your challenge could be to relax, you know? That's my challenge. So I'm gonna roll this out for probably another 5 minutes, go hop in the shower, and I have a lot of errands to run today. And then my mom's coming over tonight and I'm gonna make food again. We're gonna cook. Hopefully my oven doesn't do that thing, but if it does, I'll just kick it again. So we are in the kitchen again. I'm gonna cook something for my mother. We're doing salmon, sweet potato mash, and asparagus. I'm gonna do the sweet potatoes first. So I have to peel and cut the sweet potatoes into 2-inch cubes. I have a scrubber somewhere. Wait, do I have to scrub it if I'm peeling it? I don't think so. Whatever, we'll do it anyway. I'm cooking.
Oh, me too.
What are you cooking?
I'm making cheeseburger macaroni.
I'm
cooking granola.
No. Like honey glazed maple salmon with roasted asparagus and sweet potato mash.
Or is it like from a recipe?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank
Look
you.
at you.
Thanks.
Don't spray yourself in the face.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. So you're going bit by bit. I'm gonna do a chunk of everything together. You don't eat the skin though, right?
I don't.
No reaction?
It's good. It needs caramelized sauce on it.
There's more.
No, I mean, it needs to caramelize as it's cooking, but it's good.
I think it's really good.
It is good.
I don't make stuff like this. It's actually really, really good.
It is good.
Mom is very underwhelmed. But that's actually a good response from her.
No, the asparagus is delicious.
Really?
And the salmon is good, and the potatoes are good. There's pepper on the asparagus, that I just realized.
Like it's spicy? I'm really liking these sweet potatoes. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm actually on my way to Gainesville for the weekend. Chase and I are going to go out tonight. I'm gonna see his kids a little bit. It'll be a fun trip. I love early morning drives. And the sun is like rising. You can see it through the trees here in a second. We'll get a good clip. I'm gonna do a little curve here. Such a beautiful drive to Gainesville. It kind of reminds me of like Georgia a little bit. It's a little bit more like, I don't know, like woodsier. So yeah, I'm excited. Look at Chase's little place.
Yeah.
Chase, say hi.
I have to clean up before you like vlog anything.
Look at your, this is really good lighting.
Oh, good.
People watch me on YouTube. It's like online.
It's like TV.
So there's people that watch this video. So do you want to say anything to them?
Get your finger out of your belly button.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She's so sweet. She gets shy too.
Put a camera. Hi,
Good,
nice to
okay,
meet you.
Oh.
Look, his name is Tweet Tweet.
You want to do it?
No,
Why?
I don't want to like scratch
just-
it.
Oh, you don't scratch it. You just pop it in.
No, this
And then
one.
it'll start. Okay.
How do you like know what
Just put
song?
it on the edge.
But how do you know what song it is?
It's like it's either broken up by like the.
Oh. And then you Sorry, I'm so sorry. Tell them what we're gonna do.
We're going to make slime.
Slime. Make sure not to get it on the table.
That is so sticky.
Okay, so you just
Get the trophy.
money shot here.
Careful.
Not like that.
Fine.
She's like, okay. Fun. That's fun.
Minky. It's Minky. That's yours for me. Here's yours for me. And then this is Daddy.
Okay,
Okay.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm. You chugged your tea. You're supposed to sip it. Sip it.
Oh, I finished mine.
This is how the people.
After I spit it
This is how the
back
Brits do it. Thank you. Thank you.
Pinkies out.
Cheers. You say with a nice and say cheers.
Say cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm.
Bonnie, can I have a donut?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We have baked.
Which one do you?
Can I have the chocolate one?
Okay.
Mmm.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is fun.
You like my hair.
We don't. No, I'm not drinking this because you put your mouth all in the thing.
He likes pulling hair.
I know.
Fire cooking inside of my room, ain't nobody gon' know what I'm finna be on when I'm locked in inside of my zone. Phone on speed, go crazy. Rock by beats, but it ain't no baby. I'm with the pack, better sit and relax. Gotta keep me a second, your girl wanna date me. Whoa, I got a trip full of flows, not even half of it shown. Spaz on the low, spitting for show. Don't need to tell me, I already know. Flying past the clouds, where there's no sound. Ain't coming back down. I stand for now.